Yo, what's up y'all? This is Alex Physique, Sick Performance. Welcome to my channel. Now today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys my fitness transformation going back to 2011. All right, so I've been training for about almost 9+ years now, and it's been a very fun roller coaster. There's a lot of ups and downs. Now realize where I am now, it took a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work, a lot of effort, and a lot of patience. All right, these are all pillars that are gonna definitely help you guys get to your fitness goals. So with that being said, guys, let's go ahead and dive in. But before we go into when I first started going to the gym, so going through all my files in my laptop, all right guys, this is what I came up with back in 2011. I want y'all to check this stupid funny video of me.
Go.
So as y'all can tell, look at my physique. I look pretty damn skinny. And this is when I first started going to the gym. Can you believe that? I look like a little kid. I look like I'm 11 years old going to the gym with some skinny arms, no abs. So embarrassing, guys. But hey, everyone starts somewhere, right? I look like a pretty immature guy going into some stupid dance moves. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm showing you guys, but this is how I looked in 2011. And a fun fact, guys, aside from fitness and going to the gym, dancing is one of my hobbies and something I enjoy doing. So 2011 is when I first started going to the gym, right? The first gym I ever went to was called Bally's Total Fitness. Now, I think they got bought out or they went bankrupt. I don't know what happened. And now it's turned into 24-hour fitness. So I started working out at that gym. My goal going into the gym was to get bigger arms, get a bigger chest, right? And in 2011, I had no clue as far as what I was doing. All I knew is I just had to lift weights, take creatine, take NO Explode as a pre-workout, because those were all the advice I got from people in the gym, people that are older, people that were more experienced. And you know, I was always going to the gym consistently, not knowing what I was doing, but all I was basically hitting throughout the whole week was a lot of chest, a lot of arms. I was doing like biceps and chest almost every day, not knowing about muscle recovery and, you know, different workout variations per se. So I would ask a lot of the more experienced guys there, the guys that are bigger than me, for advice as far as like, how do I get a bigger chest? How do I get a bigger arms? And of course, like, they're gonna give me advice, but it's not gonna be more suitable for me because they're on a different fitness level. They have a different body type. They have a different schedule working out. So I wasn't getting the best advice, especially for where I was at. Also at this time, I was in a relationship, so it was pretty hard to kind of balance out working out and going out with this girl at the time. And I was going through a lot, you know, like our relationship was on and off. We would argue a lot, we'd break up, I'd be sad. A lot of stuff happened, and during this time too, aside from working out, I was going out with my friends. You know, I was being the dumb, young, early 20-year-old kid smoking weed, you know, drinking Four Locos. I don't know if that's still around, but I was a crazy guy. So I was that young 20-year-old guy at the gym doing chest and arms every day just to get bigger. Although I did get bigger, but I did not see a lot of definition, and my stomach, I just couldn't really see any abs. I had like a 2-pack at the time, which was pretty embarrassing because I was pretty skinny. Now going into 2012, I was still working out at Bally's Total Fitness, and at the same time I was in a relationship, but the relationship was very toxic. Found out she was cheating on me. I found out a lot of stuff through her phone, and I was getting stressed out. I would tell my friends would give me advice and tell me like, you know, you need to leave her, just focus on you. I started doing that, but at the same time, you know, it's hard when like you're going through a lot mentally, especially when you're stressed out and you're finding out that this person's doing this to you. So I was going through a lot mentally. I was very depressed. I was very stressed out. To solidify the problem, I would always go out with my friends. We'd always go to the club. So it'd be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, not Sunday, but we'd go out Thursday, Friday, Saturday, back to back. We'd drink a lot of Jack Daniels. We'd drink a lot of like liquor, get messed up, you know. This was the best solution for me to like, you know, alleviate the pain that I was going through. You know, I was stressing out. I had a lot of sorrow, so I couldn't deal with it. So working out was still there, but partying was more of my sport. It was more of my hobby. And I noticed as I was going out more frequently, for months, I started to gain this stubborn fat. Like I was getting bigger in my arms and chest because I was working out, but there wasn't really any definition because I was eating pretty bad and I was getting like messed up on the weekends. Now, towards the end of 2012 is when I really finalized the decision to stop talking to my ex, because she would always try to come back and talk to me, and I'd still find out a lot of stuff. And it was just like going into like a circle, like it wasn't going anywhere. So I realized, you know what, this is not good for my health. And I just cut her off completely. Blocked her on Facebook, blocked her on text messaging, all that stuff. Blocked her completely from my life. Now going into 2013, guys, I was still going through a lot. I was still having a hard time moving on from this person. During that time too, I had a very low confidence. I had low self-esteem because I'm like, damn, this person hurt me. And when she was doing all this stuff behind me, I started having all these negative thoughts, all these self-doubt, insecurities about myself, like why did she leave me, this and that. And I started to think about like my physique too, because at one point, I remember when we got in a big argument and she told me, Alex, like, I don't even want to be with you because you're short. And especially since I was short, and a short guy that's very skinny, and a short guy that has no definition, goes to the gym and has no abs, it's a complete embarrassment. And I felt like, shit, what the hell am I doing with my life? Like I started to feel like a lot of self-doubt. I had no confidence in myself. I had a low self-esteem. I started wearing big shirts, a lot of like, you know, clothes, because like I didn't want people to see, you know, my arms. I didn't want people to see my physique. And as we go into 2013, I was still going through a lot. Like I was trying to move on. It's been several months after having no contact with her. And this is when I realized, you know what, like I can't knock myself down. I can't be sad forever, you know. And this is when I started doing a lot more research. Now, this was a turning point into my fitness journey where I started to take it more seriously. So this happened in, I think, August or September of 2013. And I remember I was in bed looking at the ceiling and I'm just like thinking to myself, Alex, you gotta do something with your life. We can't be like this forever. I can't have these negativity going in my head. I can't have no confidence. I can't have low self-esteem. So this is when I did some research and I actually typed up on Google how to cope with being depressed, how to boost your confidence, how to move on from a relationship. And it was basically already what I was doing, which was focus on your health, right? Also doing some research on Google, it said that the best way to move on is to focus on what you're passionate about. Put all your focus, put all your energy into that one specific aspect. And for me, I realized that fitness was my true passion. So this is when I started working out more consistently. I started diving into what to eat, a baseline as far as how to eat clean, how to get a six-pack, how to get leaner. I remember at this time I was on WorldStar and I was scrolling and I seen this fitness guy. And if you guys don't know who he is, his name is Frank Medrano. He's a vegan calisthenics athlete per se. Now this guy has been very influential for me because he's what actually got me into taking my fitness to the next level. Now I followed his workout routine online. There's like a specific workout routine that he had. I followed it faithfully for 3 months, right? I noticed my body started to become more lean, more ripped, stronger. I was able to do more of the calisthenic movements like the human flag, muscle up, front levers. Now when I was able to become stronger and starting to see a little bit more definition in my body, this is when friends and family started asking me for advice, tips like, Alex, how do you get this and that? Like, what do I eat as far as protein? Like, I started getting a lot of people asking me for advice. So this is when I fell into fitness and when I started to take it more seriously. Now at this point, calisthenics was my main fitness style that I was incorporating a lot in my routine. Now keep in mind guys, I was still doing a lot of weights. I was still doing bodybuilding. And in 2014, I was still consistently doing a lot of calisthenic moves. I was getting a lot stronger. I started gaining a lot more endurance, more stamina because of the workout style. And I realized I started to get a lot more athletic, a lot more competitive. And that's when there was a competition coming up. And I remember during this competition, I was doing a lot of tight rider pull-ups. I was doing a lot of different variations on the bars because that was one of my specialty at the time. And that's when I started to gain a little bit more exposure, especially during that time because Instagram was still coming up. I was also still coming up in the calisthenics industry, so it's helped a lot. And at the same time, I was still able to emulate more of a lean physique as I got into it more. But I want to show you guys my very first calisthenics competition. Now keep in mind guys, this freestyle that I'm about to show you guys, this was done after doing the actual competition, which was pull-ups, burpees, push-ups, like the max you could do within a certain amount of time. So as y'all can imagine, I was pretty gassed, but I was still able to come out courageous and finish through with this freestyle.
Hey, judges, you guys ready? Judges ready? All right, hold on right quick. I'm wait till start speaking. 5, go. Yeah. Project Collective Athlete. Team Pride. Alex, take figures. Oh man. Reverse muscle. Korean dipping. When they talk about Korean dips, this is how they do it. All on the back side. Wow, that's pretty simple. Good. 30 seconds in. Time. Oh yeah. Muscle up. Oh yeah. Landed it. Landed it. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. P-bars.
Show them that handstand.
Come on, Alex. Good job.
It's all over your
Give him a
Instagram.
round of applause. He was going into the freestyle in 4th place. All these athletes are one of a kind.
All right, so now it's 2015 and I started getting more into freestyling on the pull-up bars, doing a lot more what's called street workout. All right, so this is when guys do a lot of like the crazy stuff where people at the gym will say, oh, you're doing some circus stuff, yo, or you're doing some American Ninja Warrior movements, when it's not really, when it really looks like it, but it's really not. It feels like a damn intense workout. All right, so I started getting more into freestyle because I thought it was cool at the time. I thought it was fun, and at the same time, I was getting a lot leaner. So in 2016, I was still doing some calisthenics, but I was also going to Gold's Gym at the time, and I wanted to take my fitness to, you know, a different shift. What I mean by different shift, not too much on calisthenics, but more on, you know, because I wanted to get a little bit bigger because I was already lean like Bruce Lee, but I wanted to put on a little bit more size. And I was still insecure because I didn't really have a defined six-pack. So I was trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Like, I'm doing all these workouts, right? I'm eating clean, but I felt like I needed to fine tune it somehow. Like, I needed to lose like the last 5 to 7 pounds to be able to see my six-pack, my external obliques. So this is when in 2016, I actually hired a coach. So I hired a coach to help me, you know, take my physique to the next level. Now, this is a tip for a lot of you guys. If you guys are just starting out in the fitness industry, right? If you guys are still struggling with trying to get to your goal, let's say you tried for about 6 months to about a year and a half, and you just don't see results, a mentor, a coach is gonna help you tremendously. It's gonna save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money. Investing into a coach, especially someone that can help you within a short amount of time, let's say like 12 months, or let's say like three months to like 6 months, it's worth it, guys. So I hired this coach to be able to help me out within 3 months to get me to my goal. All right, now, this guy is well known in the Bay Area. He's helped a lot of like NPC and IFBB Pro competitors. So I wanted, at that time, I was trying to get to that level. I wanted to be like an NPC, guys. And if you guys aren't familiar with NPC, NPC is a national physique competitor. And these guys go up on stage, they have their swim trunks on, and they go up with their spray tan. Now, when I was with this coach, I was eating the same thing almost every day. I'm talking about Monday through Sunday. I remember he would only give me a cheat meal, I think like once a month or once every 3 weeks, which was like In-N-Out. So I'd be able to have a double cheeseburger. I would be able to have animal fries. And I think I was able to have like a vanilla milkshake. But I ain't gonna lie, guys, like having a cheat meal, especially after eating like a rabbit for like almost 3 to 4 weeks, it felt like God gave me the best food throughout my whole entire life. That's how I felt when I was having this cheat meal. I remember when I was being coached by him, I was eating chicken breasts, broccoli, spinach, apple cider vinegar. I was having brown rice, white rice, sweet potatoes. I would have ground beef or ground turkey. So I was eating pretty damn clean, guys, but I'm not gonna lie, it was super worth it. Like, I've never looked so lean in my life before. And I remember he would have some days where I'd carb load, where I'd be doing like carb cycling. And some days I'd look super shredded. I'd look like I have vascularity when I wake up. It's like, what the heck? Like, I look super pumped. And I just felt fuller at the gym. And I remember a week before my competition, I was on peak week, and this was the most difficult time being on a nutrition plan, because there would be days where I'd be so moody, there would be days where I'd be so like stressed out. I just felt like crazy. Like I'd be forgetful too. And I remember a day before my competition, I couldn't drink any water. All right, I remember, I think the only thing I was able to have was coffee, but I think the only reason why he had me drink coffee at that time was because it was a source of a diuretic, which was gonna dehydrate me more and make me look a lot leaner. So I remember during that time, like I was like, holy shit, like that's when I was more forgetful during that day of my competition, because I had no water, I didn't really eat enough, and I remember I was being so forgetful, and I just remember my head was going all over the place because I was getting so nervous for the competition. This prep taught me a lot about self-discipline, about consistency, about being hardworking, you know, and just being able to refrain from, you know, a lot of these foods that are so damn good, right? So it really taught me a lot of self-discipline. Although, guys, I didn't continue doing the prep because I didn't want my prep to interfere with life. You know, I wanted to enjoy life. You know, I wanted to have balance. I wanted to be able to enjoy myself with my family and friends. You know, so I stopped doing it. But I remember during the day of my competition, I looked so damn stringy. Like I looked super lean. I looked like Bruce Lee on crack. That's how I looked. Like I looked super lean. Like you can see every definition, but I looked like I just haven't ate any carbs for like days. And it was a learning experience though, you know. I can't blame the coach, because at that time he was still trying to learn about how my body responds to certain foods, especially carbs. So it was a very good lesson. So I decided to, you know, just take what I've learned and just continue on with my endeavors. But guys, 2016, it was when I was super happy. You know why? Because now I was able to see my six pack. I've never was able to see my external obliques, like my fish gills. I was never able to see my abs, my turtle shell. So I was super happy. And that's one thing that I did embrace the most, was being able to see my six pack that I haven't been able to see for many years. Now going into 2017, I started doing a little bit of weights, bodybuilding, and calisthenics at the same time, just making it a hybrid into my workout routine. But I remember 2017, I remember I was hired as a personal training counselor at City Sports Club, which is basically LA Fitness, but in NorCal. So I was a personal training counselor, and as a personal training counselor, my job was to actually sell personal training packages. I wasn't a personal trainer then, but I was selling personal training packages. Now keep in mind, as a personal training counselor, during my 1 hour break, I was working out. I'd be doing these spectacular workouts. Now, being a PT counselor, I was not a certified personal trainer, but I decided to quit because I realized my real passion was to be a personal trainer. So I quit, then I studied my butt off for 3 months, and I became a certified trainer after. Now, after receiving my PT certification, something happened, guys, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail, but long story short, I ended up in jail. All right, but after getting out of jail for a dumb reason, guys, I was able to work at a corporate gym for the very first time as a personal trainer. Now, being a personal trainer, I was able to start helping clients. I got so much clients. At the same time, I was still able to work out. I was still doing my calisthenics. I was still doing my weights. bodybuilding, and I started doing a lot more flexibility and a lot more mobility because I realized that doing a lot of flexibility and mobility, it definitely helped me maximize my performance in the gym while being more efficient and being able to move better. So that's the reason why I started doing a lot more mobility and flexibility. Now, towards the end of 2018 up until now, which is 2021, I'm able to maintain my physique. What I mean by my physique, I'm a lot bigger now. I have a lot more muscle density and I have a six-pack. So I'm a lot leaner, I'm a lot more confident, more happy, and I'm a lot more content where I am now, guys. All of this throughout the years wouldn't have happened without going through a lot of stress, a lot of frustration, and going through a lot of mistakes, guys. As y'all can tell, I went through a lot, especially going through a lot of ups and downs. So it took me about close to 9+ years to where I am now. And a tip I want to give you guys is you guys have to be patient. It's not a race, it's a marathon, right? As long as you guys enjoy the process, as long as you guys learn through your mistakes and keep being consistent and persistent, you guys will see long-term results and you guys will get to your fitness goals. You guys have to trust the process, because if you don't trust the process, you're never gonna get to where you wanna get to. This is my transformation, guys. Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully you guys are inspired. You guys get to see some of the old me into the new me. All right, guys, that's it. Now, if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram at Sick Performance. Until then, we'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching, y'all.